Flexing was a popular spending term among millennials alongside YOLO, you only live once. But now with inflation spiking, there's a new trend on the rise. Eum Ji-young sheds light on this phenomenon.
With soaring inflation, many people find it hard to save much from their salary if they spend without thinking. But now there's a trend known as the no-spend challenge. The idea is pretty simple. Cut back daily spending as much as possible. One office worker in her mid-20s says she's been doing the challenge for the last 8 months.
With no change in salary, I wasn't too sure if I could buy a house in the future. That's why I started this challenge. For starters, it is more sustainable to set small goals like doing the challenge for 3 days.
During one of the months, she cut her spending drastically, reducing her outgoings to zero for 22 days. She was able to accomplish this by cutting down on her biggest expenses, eating out and ordering delivery food. When asked about why she's doing the challenge, she said she has a goal in mind.
My ultimate goal is to own a building so that money comes in without me having to work. I'm collecting the seed money for this goal.
Social media is filled with daily posts and hashtags by people like her sharing their tips and stories on zero spending. So I thought, why don't I give it a try? I also joined the no-spend challenge so I could cut my outgoings as much as possible. Instead of taking a cab or bus, I left the house earlier this morning so I could walk to work. I usually take cabs on a rainy day, so by walking to work and walking back home, I was able to save around $6. And for lunch, rather than eating out, I ate it at Arirang's cafeteria and was able to save roughly $7 as well. I enjoy getting coffee from the local Starbucks, which costs me about $4, but I have switched to getting free coffee in the break room. For dinner, I brought some home-cooked food from my parents' house so that I don't spend money on groceries or dining out. In total, I can save around $24 a day if I continue this challenge. But an expert says, rather than excessively cutting down on all outgoings, it's better to spend on what you place a high value.
Recently, people are spending on what they put value on. Because the economy is not doing well with high inflation, people are trying to cut their outgoings generally. But that is too depressing, so they spend on things they can feel satisfied with.
Eum Ji-young, Arirang News.